how's the recovery this week going for you to get prepared for Saturday?
Smooth. I'm gonna do everything I can. Make sure I'm at tip-top shape come Saturday.
When it gets cold out, there's always one guy on the team that's, says it's no big deal. I don't see what the problem is. I love it out here. Who's that guy on the team?
I would say it's kind of a little bit of everybody, but if there's anybody who's probably used to the cold, it's tough, man. You got Motor over there who's used to the cold. You got Little Case. I guess they're the Buffalo guys. How you say that? Will. I'd say Will probably be one of those guys. Will is the guy who, no matter where we playing at, he gonna play in any type of weather. He ain't gonna say nothing but go ahead and line up and play ball.
I know you guys have to say, D'Amico said it right. You got to kind of suck it up for 3.5 hours. Go out and play no matter what the weather is like. But when you're not used to those, circumstances, how do you think that maybe it'll be different from what you're used to?
Well, we're getting used to it right now. It's a little bit nippy outside as we speak, but overall, I mean, end of the day, you get the blood flowing, get a couple hits in. Everything is going to turn into a sink or swim situation out there, and none of that stuff really going to matter. It really only matters in pregame and all that stuff when you first getting out there. But when everybody knows when you hit the field, when that whistle blow, man, it don't be that bad.
JJ, they say it's important to pressure any quarterback, but what's the difference in how you can pressure a quarterback like him that can escape Lamar Jackson?
Yeah, I mean, he can make plays on every type, every direction, make every throw. We just got to make sure that we're making him uncomfortable, making sure that his reads obviously disrupted a little bit. And first of all, we got to stop the run. That's first and foremost. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're looking at the tape from when we first played them, and they want to try to change that narrative as far as how they want to attack us. So I definitely see them coming in trying to run the ball, be physical. Obviously, the conditions might be a little whatever it is, but we know initially they want to start to run the ball for sure to get him more comfortable back there and make the passing game a lot easier for him. So definitely we don't necessarily have our work cut out for us, but definitely need to make sure that we do the same thing or try to imitate the same thing we did at the beginning of the season by just making them uncomfortable for sure.
How far has this team come since week 1 of the season?
Both sides. I mean, I think for sure as we see the proof is in the pudding with us. I mean, just clean up little small things. And at the beginning of the year, we were still trying to figure out who we were identity-wise, and how we want to attack people, how we want to win, and just figuring out how we want to be a winning team. Obviously coming off of a losing season, consecutive losing season, nobody kind of understood how to continue to win a consecutive football game. So seeing those guys and how we did this now, we're doing that back then, and then looking on their side, how they play ball, they just kept getting better, and obviously leading to being the best team in the NFL and with one of the best quarterbacks. So I'm excited to see how they clean up their mistakes and how we did the same thing as well. Definitely gonna be a hard-fought game, but I love to see it because we get another chance to go right our wrongs. It's kind of how we did last week with Cleveland. I just think everything being set up is it's supposed to be like this, and I think that we got a really good opportunity in front of us.
Good practice. Getting ready for Baltimore.
Robert, you were kind of front and center when CJ made his debut in Baltimore. I know that there was a margin there in the second half, but he really seemed like he came alive. What did he show you back then that made you believe that something like this was possible?
I mean, just a poised quarterback being able to just stand tall throughout the whole game, and just his first NFL experience against a good defense, and just played well, but just held his own in a poised manner.
Robert, some of the linebackers from EG Speed and Zaire Franklin, they were talking about CJ. They were saying how rare it is for a rookie quarterback or any quarterback to get to their third read and still make the right call. Some guys don't do it for their 6th year. Have you seen many guys like that before? If anybody, they could do that.
Yeah, I say I don't know about anyone before, but I'll just speak on CJ. I just think he's just a good quarterback, especially as a rookie, to be able to just stand tall in the pocket, go through all his progressions, have command of the team, have command of the offense, have a good relationship with the players and the OC to be able to speak his opinion, but just really just being able to work together with the coaches and the players, have fun, have a good environment, and obviously he can sling it, throw the ball very well all around the field, extends plays outside of the pocket. Just a great quarterback to have, especially he's a rookie, but doing great things, veteran type stuff.
And Robert, one of the things that CJ said is that having you and your experience, you often share things with them that help them with what you've been through. Can you talk about what you've seen before, where you played, and what you see in this team?
Just, I don't know, obviously like the team camaraderie and what you need to be a great team, have a good bond. But more so, I guess just my experience and being in some good offenses, just executing, being where you need to be, having urgency, and just kind of progressing the ball very well and just be a crisp offense. And we've grown throughout this whole year to evolve to that. And right now we're firing on all cylinders. A great ground game, great in the air. Tight ends, running backs, receivers, everybody getting involved. But just have a quarterback who can spread the ball all around the field. The defenses never know what's coming. And really just being able to play fast and just play sharp.
Anything in mind in August? But this whole thing would unfold for you personally and for this team?
I definitely thought for this team that I guess this isn't surprising because if you saw 7 in camp, you saw the defense just trying to block some of those guys, you knew that we had the parts to play good football. And as long as we just executed and were consistent enough, we could easily put ourselves in good chances to win football games, and we have. And so that part hasn't been surprising at all.
It's a fun thing, not to be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of other people probably are, but it's just been business as usual for us, and it's been a lot of fun to find ways to win games, and then, you know, if you have a lead, just keep pouring it on if you can, but it doesn't matter how you win them, but just enough guys playing consistent football, especially with the guys we have in this room, and it was always the sky's the limit for this team, but we just got to keep going and just keep doing what we've been doing.
And CJ is at the heart of that.
For sure.
Obviously.
Yep. I mean, the stuff he was doing in camp, I remember talking to buddies back home who didn't really think, you know, the Texans were going to do things. Like, you better watch out for us because this kid is the truth. And they're all texting me now like, wow, you really called that one. And I was like, I didn't call anything. I was just watching him make plays. And now you're all watching him make plays too. So it's been really fun to see him do what he does. And I'm honored to be a part of it for sure.
What do you expect to see him do Saturday now that you expect greatness from him every game?
He's going to do what he always does, and it's really on us as an offense, especially an offensive line, to give him every opportunity to make those plays and not, you know, steal any of his thunder. Just make sure he's back there calm and like he always is and ready to make plays like he always is, and as long as the other 10 guys around him are executing, he'll make everyone right, and we can still run the football. We can help him that way too, and he'll have a special game like we always expect him to.
Well, what do you take away from that first Ravens game? It seems like a couple of years ago, you guys have been through so much since then.
I mean, there's a lot. The biggest takeaway is how when you watch that game and watch games as of late, how much better we've gotten as a team, and especially as an offense, and even, you know, more specifically an offensive line, which is what you want in a team, to get better each week. Not always going to be perfect, but we've obviously gotten better, and that's all you can really ask for. I mean, the whole team's gotten better, but especially as an offensive line, there's been a lot of growth, even though there's been a ton of moving parts, which, you know, that's the NFL. That's just how it goes. So you got to find a way, no matter who's out there, to get better, and we have. And, you know, like I said, we got the right guys in here to always, if we're executing, guys are going to make plays, and we're going to have fun playing and finding ways to win games.
What do the Ravens bring to the table from that interior defensive line? They got some pretty nice players over there.
Yeah, the biggest thing is they're really smart, and obviously they're physical, they're big, they play fast, they play physical, all those things, but they're smart. They're well coached, obviously. They know their scheme well. They know, you know, especially on third down, they run games and stuff really well, as good as anyone in the whole NFL. So it's a great challenge for us. We have to be on our assignment, on our technique, if we're gonna play good as an O-line and as an offense. But I mean, that's what you expect this time of year. So the teams that are well coached and can execute that coaching and obviously have great talent at the same time, they're going to be here, and you wouldn't want it any other way.
It feels like that interior offensive line you guys have is kind of really gelled, come together. Obviously, Shaq's been there all year. He's been the Iron Man of the offensive line. You and Juice at center and guard. What's kind of been the key for you guys to really kind of take off as that interior offensive line?
Just continuing to focus on getting better each week, whether that be something technique-wise, something assignment-wise, and obviously working together more and more has helped that. But it's really just a mindset, with all of us, all 5 of us, to get better and to play as clean as we can, and the rest will just speak for itself.
Ball security is going to be so important. You and the quarterback and some other guys are familiar with cold weather games. How much does that help? But is there extra concentration there? Because every snap there's a question mark in people's mind.
For sure. I don't think you think of any different. I think especially this time of year, no matter the weather, you understand the importance of ball security. I mean, any football game in the NFL, you're worried about turning over, playing clean, not turning the ball over, all that stuff. But I think if it gets cold, there's nothing that changes. You just got to be a little bit aware of it, and just protect the ball as best you can. Just make sure that you do everything in your power to not turn it over, whether it be snap, anyone handling the ball. But the cold doesn't change anything too much.